Okay. Dungeon Draft has been out since Friday. That sounds good. Friday. So it's been 2 or 3 days. Gonna try digging into this thing. May have been out a little bit longer than that. It's hard to keep track of time. This is, I think, the 9.3 update. 9.03. So hopefully some things are actually working. I did a completely fresh install. So yeah. I'm trying to make a dungeon that would be below a mansion that like a succubus or a powerful devil might use to store their unmentionables in. So I have a number of maps that could work for it, but Dungeon Draft just came out. I thought I would try building a map instead. So let's see. I'm a big fan of big maps and big dungeons, but I know that they can be a little soul crushing for people. I do want to give myself a little bit of room to work with, so I'm going to do a 50 by 50, and we'll see if I fill it up or not. Now, because I could use the map wizard for this one, because it is actually a dungeon, which is what the map wizard is designed for, and that could sort of get me off to the right start, sort of thing. So why don't we give that a shot? All right. Dungeon. Yeah. Dungeon Draft wants to know a couple of settings here. So first and foremost, we got to decide what the wall is going to be. We're in a dungeon, so let's go with a stone wall. What about the floor? We have 12 whopping options. Concrete tiles is kind of cool, or we could just go for traditional stone, or we could go a little bit fancier. I feel like this would start to get a little annoying after a while. I don't know if this bright red means I could change the color or not. I'm pretty sure it does. I hope we're not stuck with that color the whole time. Let's see what else we've got. Density, complexity. This is going to be like how crazy they make the dungeon. I'm not sure what boundary is, but we'll go ahead and set it. I don't think I could change anything else. So, like, yeah. What's up? Oh, I thought they were good. Alright. Nothing to it but to do it. Let's just go ahead and jump in and see what it makes for us. We're going to go ahead and hit generate. Yeesh. Okay. I don't know if we could change the color on this floors or not. It'd be really cool if we could, though. Can we at least pan around the page and see? There we go. Pushing down on the mouse wheel allows me to pan. I just can't imagine anybody would build a place that looks like this. I'll be honest. The checkerboard floor is cool, but we might be better off just changing it on a per room basis. So we'll go with regular stone for now. And we'll generate a new one. We'll turn the complexity down. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so we've got a lot of map to work with. It made a bunch of rooms. They're cool, I guess. Everything's basic stone. Let's see. Accessing this dungeon, there's actually a hole that they have to go down, so it really could be anywhere. Using a hole to access it seems kind of weird, but it would allow us to drop them into like a cave area to start out, which might be kind of cool, because then we could put something super nasty in the cave to start things off with. So, let's see what we could do. Terrain is not what we're looking for. We're looking for, here we go, cave brush. Cool. It's going to default us at these Uggo colors, but we want something a little bit more interesting than that. So let's go with like purple. Yeah. And then the wall, we'll do a slightly different color. Maybe like a hideous kind of red. There we go. That'll look terrible. Alright. And for brush, yeah. Okay, so we'll say that they drop down like here. Yeah, that looks really... that purple is strong. Okay. So they're gonna drop down. I'm thinking like Canoloths would be good. They're like a monster, like a fiend. Well, they're a Yugoloth, so they're like a non-aligned fiend. So they work for anybody. They've got food and money, so that might be kind of cool. Start them off with some of those, and then we sort of bring it around like that. Oh yeah, kind of connect it to the structure that's already been built. All right, that's kind of cool. All right. And do we need a little bit more room here when they come in, or do you think that'll be good? Canoloths are actually only about medium size, so that shouldn't be too bad. They could drop down right there. Yeah, we'll do that for now. All right, we'll try to remember those settings for that. Let's go to our floor shaper tool. We can finally start changing out the colors here. Maybe we'll keep this purple theme throughout. Oh look, it changes the whole flippin' dungeon for us. Alright, if we want it to perfectly match what we already have, we can go back to the cave tool. We can click on this purple dropper, and we can copy the hex code. And then we can go and apply it to the floor as well. There we go. Now they perfectly blend together, I guess. That would also allow us to do some of this if we wanted to. Alright, so let's see. This will be the first area when they come in. Basically, this is a place where they want to store their unmentionables. They don't want people to be able to get down there and find it. So... But you also still need to have room for your big creatures to move through the dungeon. Holding down Alt to erase, so there's that. Let's see. By default, it's going to add, which is kind of cool. Okay. And I just assume that we're going to have big creatures down here. We might not. It might just be a bunch of bearded devils guarding a bunch of useless stuff. I don't know for sure. I don't even know if we're going to stick with purple, but let's see what we can come up with. Let's see. Over here. Might be kind of cool to loop around. Maybe test them out, do a fake door there. That could be kind of cool. Just a whole trapped area. Keeping in mind that this dungeon is being built in a more traditional sense to keep people from getting to stuff. So that's what this this whole map is about. Just keeping people from getting to stuff. So let's see. What else could we do with this thing? Two different paths. Two different paths. Okay. Put something in the alcove here. That might be kind of cool. Okay, it's kind of cool. Alright. I kind of like what's going on here. Like, maybe we could have stuff hidden. There we go. And that'd be a secret door situation right there. Which I think we can manually override a wall. Let's see. By going here and drawing across. There we go. So that'll make it easier to hide a secret door, which is kind of cool. Oh, it's set to under, so if we did over... Okay. I did Control Z just now. There we go. Seems like it's hidden a little bit better there. Maybe. And let's see. So that would kind of open up into this room. It'd be cool if this room there was some kind of something to spice it up a little bit. Maybe a water hazard. That might be kind of cool. Alright, so let's see. Special effects. Water. Let's go with something really unusual. Like a hot pink. Yeah. Alright. With, like piss yellow. I don't know. I don't know whose piss is that yellow. There we go. I guess if it's that golden, you're kind of dehydrated. Whatever. Switch to the brush. It's giving me trouble. Switch to the brush. I guess I have to go all the way off the map to do it. Alright, here we go. Could do like a thing, yeah. Where you got like a narrow ledge on either side. Really makes you think twice about going through this room. Like, what the hell is that? Sunset nonsense going on. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, you know what we could put in there? There are some really nice Yugoloths that live in water. And they spit like the waters of the river Styx at you and drain your memory. That could be kind of hype. Okay. So we got a fake path there. Oh, we gotta do a wall here real quick. Doing over. We're doing it as stone. There we go. And let's see. You get past all those guys. And are you finally at her treasure? Let's see. Okay, kind of digging that. Could have two guardians kind of come out here. Could put the vault door right there. Alright, kind of losing a little bit of symmetry here. That kind of sucks. Could have a big old vault door though. Like, that big. And then on the other side of that door would be the actual vault. We'll put fancy floor there. That works. So we'll do like a black and red. And does she seem like the kind of person that would have a more complicated room than square? Like, would it be a circle maybe? Oh, that's so ugly. Oh my god. I mean, is there any way to make it not so ugly? I don't think so. I'm very excited for when this program is not so ugly anymore. Okay, it's a little bit better, I guess. Ugh. Yeah, I was kind of hoping you could change two different colors and not just one color. I feel like none of them are very appealing. I mean, the red's kind of cool. That's probably the best one. Alright. I'm trying to remember how I click off of things, but fortunately I have the margin there I can just click off onto. Okay. Alright. Kind of like it so far. Let's see. This kind of leads around to a fake door. There's an alternate path here. What would be down here? Maybe more cave. Because there's like, she got nasty monsters that live down here. Like she invited them to stay. Like they were over in hell. Yeah, that could work. She runs like a halfway house for like devils in the realms. It could be kind of cool. I feel like something kind of nasty could live around here. Cool. Okay. Let's see. I feel like if that's the ultimate goal, there's got to be some kind of MacGuffin to open it. Like if you aren't her, and you want to open it, you've got to go to the MacGuffin to get it open. Because I feel like whatever she's got locked in here would not be easy to get to. Maybe? I don't know. Could just like walk in, figure it out, and get out of here. That works too. Nothing wrong with the short dungeon. I mean, they already have to break into a whole facility to just get down here. Let's see. Yeah. So that'll be there. Okay. Let's see what else we could do. Alright, dead ends, nasty monster. Still need a place for her dudes. The dudes that are tired of like being shapeshifted and pretending to be human beings. They need like their own little barracks area where they can kind of come down and chill and relax a little bit. So we'll have that. Yeah, that works. And then this hallway will kind of lead over here and we'll have cells. Yeah. We'll have like a whole cell block over here. There we go. Okay. And then maybe a place to fight. Yeah. There we go. Now, structurally, this is really stupid to have walls this thin around like a vault. So we probably want the walls to go out pretty far. So I'm going to reconsider that. And maybe we'll do like this. And we'll have a literal like Hell's Kitchen there. Yeah, that kind of works. And then we'll give them a little bit more room to stretch their legs up there. Cell block. Vault. Fake door. Yeah, alright. We got lots of cool stuff down to work with. Admittedly, I would have liked to have a cool area for them to make prisoners fight each other to the death. I guess. I really don't want to mess with this the vault area too much though. So I'm gonna cut this some more. And then we'll move this further down. And then over here, we can have sort of a like a gladiator pit situation. How do you even place this? Oh my god. Alright, hold on. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, alright, I'm digging that. We can make the... Oh, nope. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't just crash the whole thing. I may have. I hit Control Z. It's mad. Oh, oh. Oh, okay. Whew. I don't think it would have survived that a few days ago. Alright. So, let's see. We'll bring this back out. And we'll try again to make that perfect circle. Up here. There we go. Alright. I mean, I'll save it. I don't know what we're going to save it as, but let's see. Okay. Apparently, I changed the floor of the vault somehow. Even after I had agreed on a floor for it. Let's try that again. No! That was weird. I will accept it though, I guess. Alright. And I might need to change the colors here. Something a little bit darker. We could always lighten it up with lights. There we go. And I'll need to do the same thing to the cave floor. Okay, yeah, we're gonna drop some lights in here anyways. Could we stick with the red walls? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Do I get an option for walls to change them? It does not look like it, which is a little weird. Oh, here they are, down at the bottom. So we'll change the walls to also be kind of this red color. Oh, here we go. We gotta change this particular wall, I think. Nope, nope. I've changed every single wall except the right wall. Alright, there we go. Okay, do I have to retrace the walls? Because that would really suck.
Let's give it a bigger explosion.
Yeah, exactly. Do we even like this color for... Oh, that's... Yeah, kind of like that. Alright, so let's see if we do that same thing to the stone walls, what will happen. Alright, yeah, I think I have to draw them fresh, which kind of sucks. Let's see, if I hold down S, they won't snap. There we go. I wonder why they're showing up under, even though I have it set to go over. That's a little obnoxious. Okay, so now we know if the walls are generated ahead of time, there's no real way to change them. It kind of sucks. Alright, let's go ahead and start populating this thing with some stuff. So we're going to go to Objects, we'll go to Scatter. Scatter is kind of a weird tool to use at first, but it's actually pretty handy. We don't have too many options here. I wish there was a way to select like all rocks and then it would just make all rocks appear for you. That would be awesome, but that's currently another thing. You also can't change the color of rocks. You can only change the color of stuff that is bright red. So, also kind of a pain in the butt. I believe I should be able to change the size of these when I put them down. At least I could the other day. That does not seem to be working anymore. I can hold down shift to rotate them. That's kind of cool. But I can no longer scale them, which is a little weird. They're also not changing size at all, which the other day they were popping in at random sizes. Hi. Okay. Let's see. Spread. There should be, there we go. That'll give them at least 2 different sizes. That'll allow us to rotate them in different directions. So let's see what happens now. Okay. Can I change the size? Nope, I can't. Well, we'll just make it work. This is kind of fun because I feel like you're playing Tetris, like it's just sort of pooping down blocks, and you have to decide like the place that makes the most sense for those blocks to go. And then you can always just change out for other blocks. Oh, that's huge. I get a little lazy with this, I guess, because yeah, I really can't figure out how to scale that down. With these bigger blocks or rocks, I can just sort of toss them outside the map, because when I dynamically light it, it's, you know, not going to show up. They are kind of big, though. And I could go and just select them and delete them if I wanted to. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's weird. You are rotating and scaling at the same time. Because why not? Okay. I guess I should mention this program is still in early access. I don't know. Let's see. Unfortunately, this particular rock is very distinctive, so we're going to have to ditch him pretty quick. But mostly we're just doing this to break up the map, so it doesn't look like we used, like, I don't know, a mapping program to just randomly generate the map. This at least gives it, like, a little bit of personality. Let's see. This room down here probably needs a little love. Put these big rocks down here. This would be kind of cool, where the rock sort of bleeds over into the room itself. You can already see here there's some weird artifacting happening from the map generator. Again, I guess early access. What are we going to do? Okay. Could break up the monotony even further in like this large room. Have like a pillar of stone right there. Maybe another pillar. Right. Here? I don't know. There. Alright. Interesting enough, I guess. Cool. Instead of making the water seem super mysterious, like where the hell did the water come from, we could go back to our water brush, which should still have the same settings, and where they touch down, we could have some of that nasty water. Sort of like if you don't know what you're doing, or you can't fly, when you drop down the hole to get here, you are going to end up in the nasty water. There we go. It's hard to see, but this is all like animated. So if you were using this program for, I don't know, a virtual tabletop or something, it could be pretty cool. There we go. This nasty pea water. Anytime water's not watercolored, it's gonna freak people out. So it should be kind of fun. All right. Yeah. Now we at least have 2 instances of the water, so it's not as weird. Alright, going back to placing stuff. Here we go. Going back to our scatter tool. Let's see. Do we need any more rocks? These things are claiming to be stalactites. Oh, sorry, mites. Because stalactites hang tight to the ceiling. Stalagmites might someday reach the ceiling. That's how you remember, in case you ever wanted to know. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Man, for chill music, this is pretty intense. It's really making me think. Alright, so we're going to leave the stonework, the more natural stone behind and go into the stonework. Here we could sort of have a bleeding over area. Maybe a nice bit of stalags that are kind of coming in to the actual stonework. Cool. Alright, what other interesting things could we add here? These assets are very vague to put it mildly. So it's hard to really communicate with people like, this is what you see and this is what's going on, because again, they're, you know, they're not as detailed as some of the maps I like to use. No, it just looks like somebody drew all over it with a marker. Let's see. This is going to be a transition into sort of a more chapel-y type area, so why don't we change up the floor real quick. Alright, we'll do, yeah, kind of a proper stone area. Okay, and then magically that turns red. That's cool. Thanks, map. You gonna do that? Oh, geez. Wow. Alright. Let's see. Alright, maybe we just have to retrace the whole room. Okay, super weird. Hopefully this doesn't cause some weird paradox of map overlays that blows up the whole thing. Alright, then we'll go to the wall tool, and I guess I will just draw a new one here. Is that okay? Cool. Sure. Alright, probably have to change that back to purple floor, or people are going to be really confused. Cool. Let's see. We should probably give this one the same treatment, so it looks just as important to go this way. Yeah. Cool. And let's make it even more confusing. We'll put like fancy floor here. Like, oh man, must be even more important to go there. Alright, cool. Let's see. I guess if we're gonna be fixing the wall everywhere, we'll fix it here as well. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's a weird program. Alright. Then we go over here, and we've got sort of the barracks area. There we go. Zoom out a little bit. Alright. Entry area. We need some interesting stuff to scatter around the entry area. So we just got this loose stone. That could work. Okay. This is a little big. Just drop it out here in the trash pile. Alright, I guess it just is super big by default. Okay. Here's some kind of where the wall and the outside sort of overlap with each other. There we go. Also gives the impression that something big and nasty is going to go down right here. Maybe. Let's see. Got some tombs. That could be kind of cool. Put some tombs down here. Oh yeah. Let's do a regular object for the tomb so we have a little bit more control over it. Okay, now I can scale it up. I guess I can no longer scale it with, oh, okay, but now I can't rotate with shift. Okay. So yeah, we could put this lady's tomb down there. That's ominous. What else? Oh yeah, let's put some skeletons that are like chained to the walls. Yeah. There we go. Oh man. Hard to take it too seriously because it looks like it was, you know, kind of scribbled by a little kid, but still pretty cool. This will definitely freak them out. They'll definitely want to attack these skeletons. Or not attack them. Oh. Alright. Could we put anything down on the floor to make it more interesting with only using the stuff that is in this kit? I mean, obviously I have lots of cool stuff in different programs, but if I wanted to make it work with this, what could I do? Okay, that's cool. There's just a random dude sitting on a throne. It's made of bones. It looks kind of scary. I guess that's a tar pit, because that's what its label says. Okay, here we go. Can really freak them out. We can put a magic portal here. Yeah, let's just put this magic portal. Ooh, what if we did this instead of a place where they have gladiators fight? This is like their how we get to and from hell portal. That could be kind of hype. You got to think about the consequences of putting this in the hands of PCs, but they're gonna get super strong eventually, anyways. We'll give it like a signature pink color. No, probably need some. Oh, okay, that's kind of neat. Cool. If we're going that portal route, we could do creepy magic. Maybe zoom it out. There we go. Under. There we go. No, you know what? Let's do over. And we'll do it right in the middle. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. That was kind of cool. Prison cells. They actually just have straight up caves. They're not caves, cages, because that would be great. Oh, they do have some spiral stairs. Stairs would be good. Stairs would add a little bit more interest to this map. So let's see. What degree do I have to make these to actually have them lay out normally? 0? Cool. Alright, so you go down these stairs, you get to a lower level. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Same deal here, maybe? To get down to their kitchen. Let's see if this is Hell's Kitchen. They gotta have a big old fire. There we go. This is where they cook the people, I guess. Yeah. Throw some barrels in there. And some boxes. Yeah, I wish I could. I wish there was a tool for rotating. That'd be amazing. Can't remember what it is though. I'm too lazy to look it up, or even ask someone. Let's see. Bags? Sure. Alright. What else do we got here for these guys? Boats. That's not really gonna help. Ooh, pillars. Pillars are good. Pillars can add a lot of interest to the dungeon. Where would we do pillars? Definitely in the transition from cave to room would be good. Let's see. Put a pillar there and a pillar there. Oh yeah. Put a pillar. There. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what else we got here. Looks like a plinth. No, it says it's a pillar of stone. Kind of looks like a plinth though. What could we do with a plinth? Ooh, that's kind of sexy. Have it underneath. Sort of looks like ornate stairs leading up to her. And then, yeah. Yeah, it looks overly complex. Good. Okay. Let's see. Got a water feature here. Probably don't need that. Nope. I just think I want to throw some beds in there now. I mean, I guess I could search. Let's see. Boat, bed. There we go. And all the beds are gone. Oh, whoop. Nope. Now they're there. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just go with these beds, and we'll give everybody black sheets, because they're bad guys. That works for me. What? Do demons need beds? Yeah, I guess. If they're not immune to exhaustion. That's a weird question. I have to know. Do devils sleep? Let's see. Devils and many other extraplanar creatures lack this feature, and therefore do need to eat, drink, breathe, and sleep. Okay. Works for me. Alright, so now I am rotating with the Alt key instead of shrinking. I don't know why. Okay, now I'm back to shrinking. There might be a key that toggles between them. Alright. And let's see. I guess we need like a table. I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Chairs. Sure. Yikes. Okay. I guess the implication is there's 9 bearded devils that work here, which is auspicious. I don't think 9 bearded devils is going to be much of a threat to anybody, but you never know. I've been pretty off on my what is too hard and what is not too hard stuff lately. Okay, so now we're scaling instead of rotating. Cool. Oh, there we go. We just used the wheel to rotate. Got it. Chair. Where are you? Okay. All right, let's see what else we got. Doors are their own menu item. So where the hell are doors at? Portal. There we go. As of a few days ago, you couldn't even rotate doors. So let's see how doors are going today. Let's see. If they are anchored, you can't place them unless there's a wall. If they're freestanding, you can. So let's see. Okay. Sure. All right. Let's go ahead and need some bigger doors down here. Okay. Can we not scale them? We cannot. All right. It'd be nice if you could do walls like that. Maybe there's a way to do it with the path tool. Like, what are you? You're this path tool. Okay, yeah, you can't do. These are the only 3 paths you could do right now. Gosh, being able to do bars with a path, or even bars as a wall, that would be so much better. I wonder if I do the walls first and then set anchored doors, if I could just overlay a bunch of them really quickly. Let's do that real quick. Alright, so gotta go to the wall. Let's see, we want it to snap. So let's get snap turned on. Here we go. Okay. Cool.
Debugging in runtime is very efficient. Yeah, you get kind of, you get kind of used to it. It's like getting good at searching.
All right, that works. Let's see, doors. What do we got? We got these things. We're gonna turn on anchored. Nice. There we go. That's a lot faster than having to place it freestyle. Alright. Cool. Let's see. We need to put some hay down, because that is what people, I think of when they think of a prison. So let's see. I don't even know where hay would be. Let's just go to all. Scroll through. Do we see hay? Come back for you, skeletons. Wood. Nope. We need hay. Hay. Where are you? Berries, bushes, plants. Horses. Nope. A little insulting to the horses, I think, to be just listed as, you know, random stuff. This claims to be hay on the floor. Sure. So, put some hay down. I'll turn snap off again by hitting S. Alright, I'd like more believable doors for the cells, so let's go back to portals and pick something that looks more like a gate door. Yeah, there we go. I guess apparently now that there is already a door, we can't put a door, so that kind of sucks. Let me see if it lets me put a door over it. Nope, but it's not the end of the world. You can kind of see that there's that door there. Could always like stack some more to make it look really beef. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Kitchen area. Oh yeah, for sure. We gotta like vault this thing up real good. So put some doors down there. Alright. Go back to placing objects. Guess we'll drop some torches down. Is that a thing? Sculpture, tool, tree, fixture. Fixture is apparently not a torch. I don't know. They don't have sconce as a category either. They don't have light, magic. Alright. Let's see. I know I saw a torch here. There it is. Okay. It's pretty big. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna take forever and a day. I definitely appreciate people that make maps, because wow, a lot of work. Also, devils have devil sight, which means they see perfectly in the dark. So functionally, this dungeon wouldn't make any sense to have torches at all. So that's kind of weird. I might leave them in there just because it looks kind of cool. Maybe the torches are a trap. We could do empty sconces, and if people light them, it sets off an alarm. That could be kind of cool. There we go. We'll even make it like a puzzle trap kind of thing. Yeah, that could be kind of cool. All right. What else? Oh yeah, I have to make it look like there's a door here. So back to the door tool, which could be anywhere. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Two doors here. It's terrible. I can see why you want to use anchor. Oh my god. And same deal, put some doors here. I wonder if the pillars, when you use the lighting tool, are smart enough. It really doesn't place it anywhere near the yellow line. Okay. I wonder if the torches are smart enough to do like the right thing there. I also wish there was a way to kind of spice up the floor a little bit. I guess I could put more like scatter terrain. Kind of over scatter. Let's just manually add it ourselves. Alright. That's a road. It's kind of useless. Oh, this will add a little bit of convincingness, right? You going down some stairs? Why would you go down some stairs if it wasn't the right way to go? Let's see, set it exactly at 0. There we go. Sweet. Nothing says you're on the right track. I like stairs. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna have people down in these cells, but we could throw a couple of skeletons in there real quick. While we're thinking about it. Ooh, tiger rug. That'd be kind of cool to decorate the guard room with. Because of all the things to have, they have a tiger rug. Let's see. Deer head? Yeah, they're down. They're down to kill some deer. Hang that bad boy over the table. Yeah. There we go. I feel like devils, they would probably want a fire. So we'll put a fireplace in there. I wish I could grab stuff that was like already there and just clone stuff that was already there. That would be amazing. Oh well. Let's see. Put this sweet baby down here. Cool. Aw, here we go. They had this guy and his dog. They died together. So sad. Alright. Human bones. This will be good for, you know, ominous, right? I'll put some bones here. Put some bones under. No, how do you get stuff to go under the water? I did this the other day. There we go. Below water. There we go. Throw some bones in there. Yeah, nothing creepy about that. Sweet. And then this thing's gonna have a lot of bones in its lair, the Canoloth. Maybe it ate some kids. There you go. Eh. Sweet. Alright. Oh, yeah, let's put a dead thing here too. Nothing says you're on the wrong track like a dead person. There we go. Let's see. Looking good, looking good. Oh yeah, I guess we can go to fixture, since we now know that they consider a fireplace a fixture. And we'll just put a fireplace in the corner here. A little bit bigger. There we go. Alright, then we could populate this with actual NPCs. Got a portal room, in case they want to go to hell. I'll run some Avernus. I don't give a shit. Let's do this. Here's the heavily guarded and trapped tomb. What else could we do here to make this look a little bit cooler? I don't know. The limitations here are a little frustrating. Oh, I think I was going to do some just rando scatter with this to just break it up a little bit. Alright, so let's do that. This. See, this is what I was hoping the scatter tool would do. Like, provide me, just feed me random crap to break up the monotony of the map with. Eventually, maybe. Alright, same deal. We'll do some here. Not too much, because we want this to be pretty inviting. Like, yeah, you're going the right way. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. As far as our vault goes, let's put a big old magic thing on the floor to make it seem like you probably shouldn't have come in here. Like, you done goofed. Classic devilly stuff. Ooh, this one looks pretty cool. Alright, we'll make it... Yeah. There we go. Like, you've made a mistake coming into this room. cool. And I have such nice treasure that I could put down. I don't know why I would use something else, honestly. Other than to just try to do everything from this pack. Let's see. Clutter, creature, food. Aw, the food is pretty cute. And I will put this turkey leg. Oh, it's a big turkey leg. There you go. I don't know why that food gets to be purple. Here's some bread, because, you know, just because you're a devil doesn't mean you don't appreciate your fruits and vegetables. There we go. I think that's a leek. Sure. Alright. I think we've done enough. We've definitely done enough. Alright. Let's go ahead and light this bad boy. This is probably the coolest part of the tool right now, is the lighting. So first and foremost, we've got to set the ambiance. This is a hellish dungeon, so we could go with like a red. Just really freak them out when they come down. Like right away, it's like, oh, we've made a mistake. Kind of give everything like a red haze. Kind of cool. Turn it down a little. I kind of like that. Turn it way down though. I think A stands for, I don't know, ambience, amplify, something. Alright, we'll accept. Let's see. Now we gotta actually put some lights down. Alright, I like the idea that they drop down and kind of see the hot mess that they've come into, but I would like to play with their expectations a little bit by having some like weird colors here and there. So we can change the range and the intensity with that. So we just kind of add some color there. Yeah, easily the coolest part of the tool set is this weird lighting tool that sort of overlays gradient light on the map. And it does a really beautiful job with it. Let's see. We'll make the door look a little inviting. There we go. Also kind of draw attention to the fact that there's a door there. That's kind of cool. And I guess if it crashes before we finish, I just will, I don't know. I mean, I'll cry, obviously, but I'll just use a different map at that point. I do like the idea of lighting, putting a little bit of light by the doors, because it kind of reminds me also, as the DM, like, hey, that's a door. That's a cool effect. Alright, you know what? Never put doors here. Let's jump back to Portal real quick. And I guess we'll go with these guys again. Alright. I do like, I'll put up some fencing here. Sort of deal. So they can kind of see the room beyond. Wish they could get there and can't. Oh yeah. And we're going to put some statues just to freak them out. Statue. There we go. You can kind of tell that's a statue. I think it's a lady holding a pot. I don't know. What about this one? Oh, it's like a weeping angel? Yeah, we'll do that one. There we go. Alright, back to lighting. Let's see. go. Same deal. Let them know there's a thing there. Alright, so there's obviously something going on with this rune. So let's pump the, there we go. Pump that up a little bit. There is going to be treasure in this room. So the treasure will be laid out on top. But that doesn't mean we can't kind of psychedelic this up a little bit. Let's see what else we could do. More really crazy colors to make up for our lack of color options earlier. And I have not encountered an upward limit of what you could do with the light tool, so that's kind of refreshing. But you can kind of use it to shade too, which is kind of neat. Like this room being like sort of lit a little bit kind of adds to the scariness of it, I think. Sweet. Let's see. Yeah, we'll ominously light this door pink. Like, why is it pink down there? There we go. Let's see. What else could we do? Fireplace. Let's just throw like a standard orange glow in there. A little too bright. There we go. Same deal here in the quote-unquote kitchen. Still a little too bright. You could just turn the intensity up. There we go. Oof, it kind of blows out the art asset, doesn't it? Yeah. Alright, we'll turn the intensity back down. It seems to be better to have a lower intensity, sort of spread it out manually. Alright, this room right here, we're going to do a bright orange. As bright as we can get. Okay. Oh, that looks really cool, actually. Like, I no longer want to mess with that portal. Like, if I saw that portal, I'd be like, nope. Let me close the door. No, thank you. Let's see. Let's grab a few more of these. Put some spook lights. Spooky, spooky lights. Why are there lights in this cave? There's not even anything to make light. Keep in mind that there are no light sources in a lot of these places in Roll20. So mostly we're just kind of messing around with colors at this point. There we go. Yeah, I'm really just doing this now to sort of mix up the colors a little bit. Take, we could go even darker back here. I know there isn't an actual black light, but and everything you do is going to lighten it, no matter what. Like, don't think that there's like a burn tool from Photoshop or anything. But it's not a bad way to add a little bit more color variance to the map, which I think goes a long way towards, I don't know, making it more interesting. because obviously for the project, 2 Minute Tabletop made these maps as essentially like basic as possible, so that it'd be easy for you to use them for whatever you needed, you know, and that's cool. But oh, there we go. Yeah, that's cool. I feel like we'll mix another. Ooh, oh, that's too bright. Maybe like that. Hype. Alright, let's yeah, how do I zoom out? Okay, there we go. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Sweet. So that will be our map, I guess. Yeah. Sweet. We can fit a lot of cool shit in here. Alright, not bad, the dungeon draft, not bad. Alright, so we saved it. Now we're going to try to export it. And that'll be it for now. Oh, well, some people are actually typing. Do they sleep standing up? Oh, I'm sorry. I was so into what I was doing. Oh, yeah. Truth. I guess I could do... I kind of want to decorate the rest of Roll20. Like, these assets are cool and all, but I kind of want to push it the rest of the way in Roll20. Alright, let's get out of here. So we want to do an export. How did I do this the other day without completely breaking the computer? Alright, 12,000 pixels is awfully big. So technically for the internet, you only need like 72 pixels. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay. Alright, according to this, it is 9.18 megs, which is pretty big. So I'm going to take it over to Photoshop real quick and shrink it down a little bit more. Oh, and I left the grid on. That's going to look kind of uggo. Hold on. We turn the grid off, we just hit G. So, let's see. Alright, keeps the same settings. That's cool. And we'll just save over the other one. Alright, and I could shrink it down a little bit too, because I didn't end up needing the full 50 of the map. So let's see what I could do there. Canvas size 3600, and if 3600 is divided into 50, oh man. That's right, I'm opening my calculator. There's no shame here. 3600 divided by 50. Oh yeah, so there's 72 apiece. So if I want 40 times 72, I should know that since I said it, but 40 times 72. So it needs to be 28 by 28. Or sorry, 2880. So oh nope, that's definitely too big or too small. Let's see. It's important to do a little bit of optimization. All right, we'll try a 45. So 3240. Yeah, that works. Okay, so it's a 45 by 45 map. I'm going to export it using a tiny PNG plugin. Sweet. And it should be significantly smaller now. Let's see. Trying to figure out where it ended up. Let's see. It could just be taking a second to get over there. Yeah, it's supposed to go to my documents. Sometimes the compression takes it a little while. There it is. Okay. Yeah, now it's only 2 megs, so cool beans. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into some Roll20. There we go. And we'll drag the map in. Look at these doobies. They're already like logged in, making plans for tonight's game. Tonight's game's like over 3 hours away. They're in there making plans already. Those are people that they care about what's going on. Let's see. Set dimensions. I'm gonna set it to units. We think the units are 45 if I did everything correctly. So we'll set them at 45, and they should hug the grid pretty much perfectly. Yeah, looks like it. Sweet. So I move it back to the map layer, and the lines that are already there are already there. And now I can start dynamically lighting this thing. So let's just jump into it. When I dynamically light, I like to do a bright color in case I get confused and start doing things on a dynamic lighting layer. If there's a bunch of neon pink and green, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the dynamic lighting layer, and I leave. So let's see. I want to make sure that they can see the walls, because when they can't, they sort of panic. There we go. Fortunately, one cool thing about DungeonDraft is it does do a really nice drop shadow along the walls. So I think that kind of helps, especially when you take it into Roll20 and light it, sell the illusion. Oops, we don't want to draw any treasure cards. Oh my goodness, there we go. And looks like it's actually set up to do a nice snap, so we could snap to grid in some of these places, and that'll save us a bunch of time. There we go. You know, it would be cool to live here, like a fiendish basilisk or something. That would be really cool. Because you know what keeps prisoners in line? Being turned to stone. So that could be kind of cool. What makes it a fiendish basilisk? That's a great question. What makes it a fiendish basilisk is... let's see. What does make them? Well, you give them the standard 3rd edition rollout, so you just copy everything from a devil or a demon, And so you give them some elemental resistances, a couple of immunities, devil sight, and then you're good to go. You just have a fiendish version of something. Oh yeah, these do snap to grid really well. Alright. Round is a little bit harder to pull off. You just kind of try your best. You don't want to drop too many dots every time you drop on another point. You know, it's like making polygons for old-timey video games. Like, the dynamic lighting will have to process them, so you might want to take it a little bit easy on them. There we go. We can go back to snapping. Oof, snapping nice. Haven't had a map I could snap in a while. There we go. Alright, up, over, down, boom, boom, boom. Oh man, anybody that's watched me do like one of the heroic maps with Hero Quest, their maps are very organic. So like even like a castle has a lot of like divots and dips and stuff like this. This is a much more traditional like board game-esque map. So lots of nice hard lines and clearly defined doodads. Alright, good stuff. Sweet. The wall tool can overline with itself, or the dynamic lighting tool. It will not get upset. Here, though, we don't want to close this off, or we will not be able to do an exciting secret door reveal. Oh man, snapping to grid is the best. Look at how fast we're going. Oops. We don't want to go that way. And I did a Control Z there to undo my bad placement. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to give away too much, but there is a very important thing that is hidden down here that would help the group out tremendously against a certain person. So there's definitely a motivation for them to come down here and look for that thing. And anytime something is suitably rewarding in Dungeons & Dragons, we have to make it suitably risky. There we go. And connect back to the beginning, and blah blam. Alright, now we got to go through and add some doors. Alright, so I switched to a lime green for doors, just so that I can quickly differentiate you know, my colors. Normally I like to do rectangle shaped doors. In this instance, we could probably get away with just doing lines. So I'll do a line there, a line there. Try to let them see that there's a door there. I do find rectangles to be easier to grab, and they read a lot better. Alright, there we go. Secret door. They're never going to know it's there, except for the characters that always seem to have way too much perception and stuff. Then, you know, you just find other ways to challenge them. Let's see. Put down these to be like little fence posts. They could be, I guess, a little messy. The idea is to create like a rad dynamic lighting effect when light hits it, to make it look like some chains. Here, they're going to know right away that these are not fake doors unless we do them poorly. So we got to do like that. Because anytime there's like a stake and it's just laid out perfectly, they're going to be like, that's a trap. But by having it covered up and all that, making it crooked, that's going to add like a lot more realism. If you're too careful with the door, they're going to be like, I know that that's a trap. Trap, trap, trap. There we go. Imperfection, that's the key. I worked as a baker at one point in my extremely long life, and when we made the bagels, they would get mad if you made the bagels too perfect, because they wanted people to know that human beings made those bagels. So they had to be kind of messed up, because a robot would make it perfect. And it was kind of a mind-blowing bit of information. So Let's see. To be imperfect is apparently to be human. And I don't know. It was a long time ago that I heard that, but I took a lot of comfort in it. That being said, I wouldn't mind a robot making me a bagel. Pretty tasty. Alright, I'm just going to drop a few more of these in here. I could be making them circles, I guess, but this should work fine. Again, I just want to create that feeling of, you know, metal bars and lights kind of passing through the metal bars. This will be a nightmare for someone with a crappy computer to render as it is, and doing round ones would just make it even harder on them. Not that I haven't done it before, but alright. And to pan over like that in Roll20, I am using the middle mouse button and pushing down on it. It can be a little hard to steer when you're doing that, but it does work. Sometimes it will terminate whatever you're working on, which can be a pain. Sometimes if I'm worried about it or it's acting kind of buggy, I will go and do it a different way. I'll just use the little sliders at the bottom of the screen and the right of the screen. Oh yeah, this dungeon's gonna look like trash when I'm done with it. Awesome. Alright, cool. Is that all of them? I think there's still the vault door over here. Whoa, yeah, you can see it's a little hard to steer. Okay. The last bit, we'll do big old chonky doors here for this last bit. Sweet. I think that covers... Oh, there's the doors right here. I'll do chonky doors here too. Kind of mix it up a little bit. Alright, remember, we're not lighting a bunch of stuff because devils have dark vision. Or not dark vision, they have devil sight, so they can see perfectly in the dark. So they would not need any light sources. And as much as Skyrim and other video games have tried to indoctrinate us to the idea that that is how things work, dungeons, believe it or not, they're not lit unless they need to be. So it's the hard facts. We will put fire in the fireplace because, you know, that makes sense. I got a nice big fire. Ooh, that's looking cool. And then there's another one in the kitchen. So rather than scale that one up, I can just copy and paste it. By pasting my light sources onto the dynamic lighting layer, when I go back to object layer, I get the benefits of the light without having to see them, which is pretty cool. Whoa. You will notice that there's no way to change the color of your lights in Roll20. Part of why I think this program is really fun, DungeonDraft, is because you can create that stuff ahead of time. So this room is obviously super well lit. I don't even know if it was necessary for me to put more light sources in, because, yeah, I don't think it's changing anything. I'm just going to put it in for, it's going to be the brightest room ever. Gonna be like walking into the sun. To give you an idea of how ugly this area is gonna look, yeah, you can kind of see, oh, when I move up, I can see in the bars, I can see people that are trapped inside. So that's all we're going for, was that effect right there. Yep. But we're gonna keep them in the dark because they're prisoners and they haven't earned the right to see. This room will be especially scary because water. It is sad to lose that animation effect, but it is what it is. Everything else should be dark. Yeah, cool. Now we could freak them out. Everything's been dark so far, so we could go in here and we could put down a light source and switch it to be just dim light. So you do like a -5 in the second box, and that means it'll only be dim. And we can make each of the skeletons glowing just a little bit. So do like that. Oh yeah. Why are the skeletons glowing? Because there's like continual light fires. I guess they call it continual flame nowadays in each of their skulls. And that creates kind of a cool crisscross pattern of light too. That looks really good actually. Oh, we forgot to dynamically light the pillars. So before we leave, we'll go here. We will make these round. So I hold down Alt, I click a drag, boom, get a circle. I could draw each one individually and they will be imperfect, or I could draw one and get it right the first time, and then I could go select them, copy them, and just click where I want the center of it to be, and then hit Control V and paste them down. There we go. Why are there pillars in that small room and not in this big room, you might ask? I'm not an architect. All right. Do we want to create like... Oh, we said there was a pillar back here. So let's go ahead and add that real quick. But these are the kind of things your players who maybe are architects or are actually smart are going to be like, I bet these pillars are some kind of puzzle trap or something. And then you could say, of course they are. Yup. I planned it that way. What makes you think they're a treasure trap thingy? Puzzle thing. So always take notes, because your players are secretly better at dungeon mastering than you are, because they're actually the ones that are experiencing it all the time, so they're going to constantly be coming up with better ideas than you. So there we go. Kind of gives the room a bit more of a chonk. I dig it. Alright. Could spook them out a little bit. We could do the billboard, which is where you do like an X. Not a huge fan of that, but basically it would break up light a little bit, and you could say that that is sort of a wall of broken stalagmites. And they'll be like, oh, is the dungeon wet? Is that why there's stalagmites? And you could be like, yes, because I think that's how they work. I don't know. All right, so I'm panning around with the right mouse button, which is a way better way to pan around, to double check my work, make sure everything is dynamically lit the way I want it. All right, I like it. Now I can actually start putting stuff down. So I go to my object layer and I can start populating this thing. We said there was going to be a Canoloth. I think I'm spelling that right. So we're going to go here and I'm going to put can, like for can do a loth. Let's see, Arcanoloth. Canoloth, there it is. I love these things. Part of what makes Canoloth so great is, one, you get a pretty good package for your CR. So this is a CR 8, so it ain't no joke by any stretch of the imagination. It gets to make 2 attacks. One of them is like a frog, and it grapples you and restrains. Absolutely amazing. And then it reels it in for a very nasty bite. 66 bite damage. Holy shit. If you're looking for something to guard a bad guy's stuff, look no further. Resistances to cold, fire, lightning, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing for non-magical, immune, acid, poison, condition immunity, poison, perception, passive of 19, true sight 120 feet, dark vision 60 feet, telepathy, speaks both the demonic languages, because Yugoloth, they're the mercenaries of hell. Great armor class, honestly, for a monster. Medium size, so they ain't going to be squeezing. Look at how fast they are. You try to run away from this thing, it's coming after you. But what makes them so great, it doesn't stop there. They can never be surprised. So that's amazing. They have resistance to all magic. Amazing. Oh, their attacks are magical. So I'm sorry, every barbarian who didn't go bear. You're going to get hurt real bad, maybe? I can't remember how that works. But look, magical attacks are good. Finally, this is their bread and butter. Dimension Lock. Other creatures can't teleport to or from a space within 60 feet of the Canoloth. Yeah, so if you space these around your dungeon, 60 feet is pretty big. So these things, also they're just adorable. So that's a whole thing right there. Look at that. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah. So you space enough of these around your dungeon, no one is going to be teleporting anywhere. No misty stepping, no teleporting, no thunder stepping. You're not doing anything like that. Why would you have that? Because if I had a secret vault where I was keeping all kinds of secret stuff, I'm pretty sure I'd want to make sure nobody could teleport into it. So if these guys hang out in this guy hangs out in this general area, right? And then we have another one who hangs out back by the vault. Okay, that is two people right there that, or two places that they're not going to be able to teleport into. Just tells this guy, hang out by the vault. That's his whole job. He just hangs out by the vault. Nothing's going to be able to get in there. Pretty sweet. Obviously, we can't have it back here because this is a teleportation circle. They want to be able to use it to get in and out. But there you go. Two great monsters, no teleporting. Alright, what else do we got? Bearded Devils. Is a succubus, incubus a devil? It's not. It's a neutral fiend. It's not even a Yugoloth. But Bearded Devils, they're lawful evil, so they make really good hired thugs. And in 5th edition, they're kind of garbage. So let's see. Throw down this cutie right here. And we're gonna say that she keeps them on staff. The problem is you can't really have bearded devils running around all the time because paladins and clerics and everybody, they're just gonna be able to detect like whether or not you're a devil. So we're gonna put maybe 8 of them on staff, and we'll say that the rest of them are off doing other things in the dungeon. So this is an art swap right here. So I've got to go and actually make it a bearded devil, which means I actually have to add a bearded devil to this game. When I played in Waterdeep Dragon Heist, I almost died to a bearded devil. So, I mean, while I call them trash, for low level people, they are a significant threat. Alright. Yeah, we don't need you. There we go. So we'll bring this in. You are not a Bigsby's hand, you're a bearded devil. There we go. And we'll have a quick reminder of their HP. Alright, 52. See, that's like a respectable amount. 7th or 8th level people, they're going to be killing this dude in like 2 or 3 hits, depending on who their DPS is. Now, they do have some decent resistances, because devils. So they might have some lasting power. So 8 might be a little much. So what we'll do is, in case they do a scouting of the dungeon, we will put maybe like 6. We'll spread them out. There you go. We'll do 1, 2, 3. We'll have one that's, you know, here. We'll have one that's here. There we go. That's 5. Yeah, that seems like a good amount. I also had, yeah, that's cool. Because I also wanted to have a Bone Devil. And Bone Devils are crazy. So we'll do a Bone Devil. Anyone that's fought these monsters, you're probably like, well, I guess I will not be going down into that dungeon. Alright, so Bone Devils, if you have not fought them, they are pretty nasty. They're like insect, bone, bug monster. They're pretty nasty. Here we go. Bone, 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 bone. Here we go. What does Bone Devil got going for it? What doesn't it have going for it? Is it as good as a Canoloth? Not in my opinion, but it's still pretty cool. So it's scary as hell. So there's that. 19 armor class, no joke. 12 challenge rating. 7th level people, they're going to have a problem with this thing. So I may have to hold off on having a Bone Devil, because I don't want to kill anybody this tonight. Alright, so, and I don't even know if they're going to go here tonight. That's the shit of it, is I'm making this cool dungeon. I don't even know if they're going to go down there. Alright, so that's enough threats right there. Maybe we'll have the Bone Devil show up if they mess around with the portal. Sort of you shouldn't have done that. And then they'll have time to run away. Yeah, that's cool. We'll do that. So get over here, Bone Devil. You're just in case. You're Mr. Just in case. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We were going to have some kind of evil basilisk there. Alright. Do I have any cool basilisks? Oh, that one's super cool, but it doesn't match my more modern minis. This one's got a Greek frame, otherwise that would be kind of cool. Okay. Oh, that one's cute. Yeah, let's use this one. Bloop. Alright. And this is like the favored pet of these guys. I threw this little art picture out there so we could do a Shift Z. When you have something selected and you hit Shift Z, throws it up for the whole screen to see. It's a nice little thing. You can stash art around your map, and then you say, oh, when you walk into this room, it looks like this, and throw that up. Alright, so this is inviting. There'll be a trap there. This looks like there's a trap, but there's not. And that'll be like a red herring. They'll waste a bunch of time on that. The 2 different doors thing, that'll fill them with incredible dread and indecision. Maybe. The unlit sconces, if they light them, it sets off an alarm spell, so they'll definitely derp around with that. Here we go. We wanted to put some Hydroloths in there. I want to say that it's just spelled with a HY, like hydro. But let's see. Yeah, okay. And Hydroloths are just real nasty. Yeah. Oh, it's so cute. Real nasty, like frog demons, and they are very strong. Challenge rating 9, so we're only going to put 2 in that room. Yeah, we'll just put 2. Because we've also got this guy just chilling in the other room, so they could obviously be shooting this guy from a distance, but we'll have these guys over here. What do Hydroloths have? Just like other Yogoloths, cold lightning resistance, acid and poison immunity. They can bite you. They can steal your memories. They could teleport, but they're actually kind of hurt by the fact that they're near this guy. So that kind of gimps them a little bit because they won't be able to escape if they need to. They are magical as far as weapons go, magic resistance. They can cast a couple of spells, including Control Water, Crown of Madness, Meh, Fear, very good, Suggestion, fantastic. And they don't need to worry about language because they'll just use their telepathy to do so. Darkness is nice because they have Devil Sight, so they can see through magical darkness. So more than likely, these guys would open with that. The only problem is there's 6 people. I could do 1 Hydroloth and just give it some legendary actions to make up for its poor action economy, which might be a better way to go. Or just let them kind of kick the crap out of this. The problem is with six people and their Pokemon, if it loses initiative, it will never actually do anything. It has 135 health and only 15 armor class. Yeah, if it doesn't win initiative, it will die. So if you want to see this thing get any kind of action, you need 2 of them, or you would need to distract them with a bunch of little minions or something like that. Yeah, which I guess we could do. We could throw a bunch of like Quasits in there. Let's see. Here we go. A little Quasit in there. Also another cutie. Quasit's, it's actually pretty good for a CR1 monster. You get the magic resistance, you get the same kind of resistances that a Yugoloth would have. Well, sort of. Cold, Fire, Lightning. They can only make 1 attack, but they do have a scare attack. It's only 1 target, and it's a pretty crappy save. But they can be invisible, so there are things working for them in that way. Tough call. I think she would definitely spend the extra money to have 2 of these guys. So I'm just going to put the Quasits over in the kitchen. So they're in charge of cooking dinner and stuff. There we go. So we'll have a whole team of little quasits in here. Working hard. Making the bread. Alright. This guy will be over here. We did talk about this being a basilisk, so maybe there are some statues. And we need a stat block for the basilisk. And again, all we're doing to make it a fiendish basilisk is we're going to give it some immunities and devil sight. So we could just edit, duplicate, go down to the duplicated thing. Oh, there we go. Duplicated guys always end up at the very bottom of the queue. And we'll call this a fiendish basilisk. It's just that simple. And yeah. Then we'll go to its character sheet. And let's see. Dark vision. So we're going to give it devil sight. 120 feet. And we'll give it resistance to fire, cold, lightning. Dunskies. Alright. Alright, let's give it magic resistance too. I don't know, there'll be people that are like, wouldn't that change its CR rating? Sure. So we'll go in and we'll make it 4. Cool. Now you're absolved of all guilt. Done. Yeah, it's not a lot going on here. It's just a basilisk with some fiendish template applied to it. And just like that, you have a slightly cooler basilisk to work with. We'll hide him over here as well. Oh yeah, we should throw some statues down, because this guy would probably have eaten some statues / made some statues. I think they give him like some of the junk statues so that they can still have the good statues for prisoners. So let's see. I have a lot of nice statues that I picked up. No, those are bones. Why is statue just not showing up? Alright, here we go. So this person right here, help me, I am statue. And then we'll have a bunch of broken statues, which, golly, it's a lot of statues. There we go. And yeah, they're kind of Greek, but you know, whatever. Yeah, so we'll have a dead statue right there that he noms on. That's his special nomming statue. Alright, cool. And maybe they give him some treasure so he feels like, you know, he feels special. So, here we go. Oops. What kind of treasure will this be? I have no idea. That's why I have those treasure cards. Treasure cards will answer that question if we need it. Otherwise, we'll just move on with our lives. Alright. And I think there's some smash statues up here that we could use. We could bolster our bone supply up here. That could be cool. I mean, they come in, there's already bones there, I guess, but I could throw a couple more bones on there. Water bones! Nah, it doesn't go below the water. There we go. We'll mix the aesthetics, that's fine. Alright. The ores are a little obnoxious, but short of constantly measuring, I guess I don't really know how often teleporting is taking place, so I could probably turn those off. And just if anybody's like, a teleport, I just remember to check those guys. The problem with ores is sometimes it's hard to remember if you don't keep the obnoxious ores on, but I don't know. Yeah, I think we're good on that. Obviously we'll put a buttload of gold in here, and I would probably work up a loot chart, a formal loot chart for her vault, because it seems like that would make sense. As a succubus, she has hell amounts of money, like so much money, so we can just throw a bunch of money in here. There we go. Cool thing about dynamic lighting is sort of like drawing with crayons. You can like go over and it's okay because they won't see past the dynamic lighting, which is good. There we go. And honestly, this much treasure in one place is going to make them feel nervous anyways. Alright. What does this magic rune on the floor do? It's, you know, it's an alarm. Like, anybody unauthorized walks in there, it's going to set off an alarm. Let's see. And then I guess throw some prisoners down here. These are just people that done goofed, or she's trading to people in hell, or she's planning to feed on later. So, I don't know. We'll just see what we've got already made. They're going to recognize a lot of these people from the ball, so maybe I should just go with like some basic like dudes and ladies and just throw them in there. Sure. Don't want to keep too many people down here, but maybe just a handful. And I feel like it would just be up her alley to essentially have like a succubus that works for her pose as a prisoner just in case kind of deal, because they're super tricky. So maybe one of these is actually disguised. All right, so that's that. We could come up with some other stuff like a trap for here, a cool way to open the secret door that leads further into the complex, because the secret door is right there. I mean, she's a succubus. I don't know how nasty you want to get with your game, but it could be something pervy that has to be done in view of this statue to open the door. It could just be some super lewd phrase that you have to say that gets it to open. It could have to do with these skeletons here. Maybe the skeletons have to be addressed in a certain order. That could be kind of neat, a neat puzzle. I don't want to give you a puzzle in so much as every group is different. Some groups can't stand puzzles, so if you come up with this amazing puzzle ahead of time and then you're stuck on that being the only way to open the door, unless they're a puzzle happy group, they're not going to be happy about that. So you could have each of these skeletons or mummies or whatever could have like a little "Hi, my name is" like name tag on, and you could have some kind of weird puzzle where every time I come to check my my worth, I always address the 3 people closest to me. And it would be like, oh, the 3 people closest to me. So it could be literally the 3 people closest, but since there's 4, there's still a chance of failure there. Actually, that's pretty fucking good. I'm gonna write that one down. So let's see. It's much better than having to do something lewd. 3 people closest to me. Yeah, I like it. Alright. So, random name generator will come in handy. We'll come up with 8 names for the 8 skeletons. And then, I don't know. Maybe we'll write it in demonic or something like that. I don't know why she would need a reminder on how to get into her own vault. But I used to work in IT, and some of the smartest people I know had their password written under their keyboard on a post-it note. So, next time you're like, nobody would be dumb enough to leave a clue to how to get into their own place. Really? Wouldn't they be, though? Wouldn't they be? Doesn't that kind of reflect real life pretty hard? You know? It's the equivalent of writing your password under the keyboard, is having a little clue to your own riddle puzzle. Just saying. Alright. So, I think we are good to go. I don't know if we want little Canoloth Boyo to be right there when they land. Might be cool to build some suspense with some like snorts and snuffles and that kind of thing as he makes his way around the corner. And that gives them a chance to freak out about landing in this weird yellow-pink liquid or whatever. But yeah, I think it's going to be good. I hope that they go there. Otherwise, Thank God I made it in Roll20 because I can always use Transmog tool to drag it into a different campaign if I need it. That is the beauty of a Roll20 paid account, is everything you make is not wasted. You can recycle stuff, you can reuse stuff in different campaigns and different games. So you know what? If they never come down here, I do have a devil-themed dungeon that I could use if I needed one. So definitely worth the time to make it. All right, I'm gonna grab some food because I got a game at 9 o'clock. I hope this was helpful to anybody that stuck around through the whole thing. And yeah, don't be don't be afraid to dig into Roll20 and maybe be afraid of Dungeon Draft. It's still early access and it's pretty rough. I'll go ahead and toss the map up onto my social media today, so if anybody wants to grab it, they can grab it. So I'll just throw it up onto Twitter, I guess. But yeah, other than that, hope everybody has a good evening, good week, and I'll catch up with everybody later.